Welcome to the battlefield, my warriors. This is Darkson of Legend here with Valkyria Chronicles. So you guys probably don't know this because I tried to keep it a secret, and honestly it's not too hard when I'm on the internet. But this is my current most favorite game of all time. This was the game that I wanted to play for 50 subscriber milestone, and that didn't work out, so I moved it to my 100. And I've been sitting at 103 for a while, but I guess it's at least not 150 or 200, so I'm kinda keeping my promise. But yeah, I really am excited to get into this game because it is my current favorite game. And it's also where I got my YouTube channel name. Before I made YouTube, it was around the time that I was getting this game, and it had such an impact on me. That I named myself after one of the races of people in this game that are basically the objects of prejudice and hatred. So I felt like it was such an important topic, the topic of racism, and this game portrayed it so well that I wanted to identify with those people, even though I myself am not in the demographic in real life that's usually, you know, the victim of racism. But I felt like I wanted to identify with people that were, and then I added of legend because, like, what's better than somebody that's being put under scrutiny and rises to legendary status? So I just, like, that was my inspiration for it. So I'm really excited to get into this game. If you guys don't know what Valkyria Chronicles is, it's a real-time / turn-based war strategy game. Like half of it's real-time, half of it's strategy-based. You take turns, but when you're moving your characters individually, you move them in real time and decide what they do. If you guys haven't been familiar, if you're not familiar with that kind of gameplay, as far as I am aware, the first game to do it was Future Tactics for GameCube and PS2. I could be wrong, but that's the first time I ever saw it. But I feel like Valkyria Chronicles took all those elements, added new ones, and then perfected all of it. Well, I don't know if perfected is the right term, but it's pretty darn solid. It's super fun. At the same time, it has a lot to say about war. This is one of the few games where it talks about the horrors of war, not like, oh yeah, let's go kill all the enemies kind of thing, like, and oh, that's so fun, or like, oh, that's so right. They're like, oh no, this is wrong, like, we don't want to be in war, and even though there are enemies, like, there are certain contexts where we realize that they're human too. I don't want to rant about this too much. I obviously have a lot to talk about while I'm playing the game, and I'll give my, like, running review after I'm done with the final episode, as I do with all my other games. But I at least wanted to say that. That's where I got my channel name from. This is one of the first games that taught me that video games can teach people. They can teach people not only, like, factual stuff, like, you know, like educational things, but they can teach people how to be better people, you know? But anyway, let's just get into it, shall we?
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on. The Empire, with its vast military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. it amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule. Residents are leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
I haven't been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa! Already? Hey there, guys! You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Freeze! Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are?
The one with the gun. We're with the Bruletown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house?
That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara.
You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is.
Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there!
Come on! Damn it!
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Okay, so a quick thing here. Most of the battles from now on are going to be about a half hour to an hour long, and I'm going to be trying my best, my darndest, to keep my commentary till that point so that I'm not wasting anybody's time by talking and being nerdy between cutscenes when nothing is actually going on. But the reason I'm talking right now is to let you know that those battles go on like that. So what I'm planning on doing is, for the first few battles, they take no more than 15 minutes. For the first, like, 2 or 3, no more than really 5-ish. But I'm going to make each episode at least have a battle up until it gets to that point, and then I'll probably just... I'll do it however I see fit, but the way I'm going to do it is whenever I do have a battle in an episode, no matter how long it is, I'm going to make it that long of an episode. So, like, if a battle is an hour long, then it will at least be an hour long. I don't know if you guys like that or not. If you don't, post in the comments and I might change my mind, but that's how I'm planning on doing it. So, like, there may be some episodes where it's, like, cutscenes in the battle, or maybe an episode where it's just a battle, or, you know, stuff like that. Whatever. You guys get it.
Okay, here's the plan. Let's get started. Just stay calm and get it done.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp. Listen a second. There's something I should explain.
Actually, you guys would probably be interested to know about this, wouldn't you? Because then it might be really weird to understand what's going on. Or maybe I just am not taking you guys very seriously and think you're idiots, which, if that's the case, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do that. But anyway, when combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as the command mode. Here you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on their position respective to the enemy, then press enter. Doing so uses up one of the command points, displayed at the top of the screen. They reflect your ability as a commander and represent the number of times you can give instructions to your units per each player phase. In this battle, you have 3 CP, so you can issue instructions to your units up to 3 times. Let's try moving a unit now. So yeah, it's pretty simple, and maybe you guys would have realized what was going on even if I hadn't said anything or let you read the instructions. But I'm gonna read it anyway, just in case. Use CP to select a unit in command mode, and you'll be plunged into action mode. Here you can freely move the unit you select around the field. As you move around in action mode, the action points gauge at the bottom of the screen will gradually deplete. This represents the unit's mobility once it reaches 0. The unit will be unable to move any further. Keeping an eye on the unit's remaining AP while they are in motion is critical to keeping them safe. For now, use the left stick to move the unit near the sandbags. So yeah, this is awesome. Like, look at this. Like, this is something I really, really enjoy. Like, I'm okay with turn-based games, but I really, really like being able to be immersed in the world like this. Like this. This is good. Press the R1 button to enter target mode. There, the unit will prepare to attack with the currently selected weapon. Use the left stick to move the crosshairs onto an enemy, or the L1 R1 buttons to snap between targets. Enemies will not attack while you are in target mode, so take your time to aim well before pressing enter to fire. Your shots will land somewhere within the circle surrounding the crosshairs, so it's best to center on the entire target. Shots to the head or other weak points will result in greater damage. A unit can only attack from target mode up to once per action, so choose wisely before you open fire. If the target survives your attack, they may launch a counterattack. A damaged unit may not have the HP to survive the enemy's counter, so be careful when planning your attack. Okay, crouch, that's it. I was thinking it was going to be circle at first. Okay, let's get this. Now you see the orange circle, that means that that's my range of fire, so I might miss him completely. We'll see. Nope, got him. Alright. About ending actions. A new unit with 0 remaining AP that has already performed an attack in target mode is unable to act further. Press cancel to end their current action. This will return you to command mode where you will be able to select the next unit you wish to direct. You can press cancel and end a unit's action even if they have not attacked and still have AP.
Yes!
I also really like that, like how everybody says or does something unique whenever they take down an enemy. By using cover, blah 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 blah. When standing near sandbags, the command crouch will appear. Press enter to take cover behind them. That would have been useful before, but oh well. While hiding behind cover, units are harder to target, take less damage, and are immune to headshots and critical damage. Meanwhile, units caught out in the open by enemy attacks will be easier to hit and could take significantly more damage. Advance carefully, moving from cover to cover, and always try to end your actions safely hidden from harm. Doing so should keep your troops alive long enough to secure victory for Gallia. Not to say that crouching was a complete mystery before, but, there we go. Circle is the end action button. So yeah, not to say that, it was a complete mystery before, but, still. If the tutorial is supposed to tell you how to crouch, might as well have told you during the first sandbags. And that's what I really like about the balance of this game, too. Like, when you're moving, the enemies will freely shoot at you, but then when you go to target mode, you have all the time in the world to line up the perfect shot. It is, oh, it is fantastic. I love it. Anyway, speaking of the perfect shot, let's try it. Yes, got him. Okay. I don't normally do this. I don't normally, like, one-man army this thing, but it's a tutorial. It's relatively easy, even for characters that have not been leveled up. So I'm not too worried about it. And even if I don't take this guy out, he'll probably attack Welcome next turn and I'll get him. Okay, you're really far away, dude. But I'm still close enough for 2 headshots. Let's try it. Oh, yes, Welcome. That's my boy. So yeah, you know, nothing real hard, but it gives you a taste for the combat. And it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
I don't see any more of them.
And an A rank, yeah! More XP and more money. I don't really remember what they call the money. I know it's abbreviated by DCC, but I don't remember.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
So I hope you guys enjoyed your first taste of the story and the gameplay.
Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.
We're going to continue into Chapter 1 on the next episode. Like I said, this episode was actually decently long, but the episodes will be much longer further down the road. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. By the way, if you guys are interested in this game, like, it's super, super awesome. This project is going to be taking a while. The story mode itself takes 30 to 40 hours to complete, and then there are side missions, all of which are very unique and very integrated into the story. They're almost like side stories, like little in-between chapters that don't necessarily affect too greatly the outcome of the main game, but are still really awesome insights into each individual character of the squad. But anyway, point is, this is going to be a long project, but I hope you guys enjoyed enough to stick with it. And if you guys are impressed either with this video or with any of them to come, and you want to try out the game for yourself, it is a PS3 game. It's been out for a while. It should be relatively cheap. Like, I think it goes for $20 now, which is still kind of pricey, but it's a testament to how great the game is. Or, if you are a PC gamer, they just recently released a PC port of Valkyria Chronicles on Steam. So go check that out. It is amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next episode. See you then, guys.